Here is another example where we're going to solve using rational equations. Here, I'm going to have to find the common denominator. And the first thing I want to do is make sure that I factor out anything that I have in the denominator. Here, I have 2, and I'm going to factor out 3. It's going to be 3 times x plus 2. Plus, and then over here, I'm going to factor this x squared minus 4. That's the difference of 2 squares. That's going to factor into x plus 2 and x minus 2. And then that's going to be equal to 4 over x minus 2. So now I have to find my common denominator. So basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for all of my factors. I have a 3. I have an x plus 2. X plus 2 here, and I also have an x minus 2. So what you want to do is you want to multiply each one of these terms by what's missing in my least common denominator. My least common denominator is 3, x plus 2, x minus 2. It's all of my factors that I have here. So in this first one here, I'm missing the x minus 2. So I'm going to do 2 over x minus 2. And then I'm going to multiply the bottom by 3, x plus 2, x minus 2, plus, and then I'm missing a 3 over here for this one. So it's going to be 3 times 1 all over 3 times x plus 2 and x minus 2. And then over here, I'm missing the 3 and the x plus 2. So I'm going to do 4 times 3 times x plus 2. And on the bottom I have 3, I have x plus 2, and x minus 2. Notice that my denominator is the same in all 3 fractions. So I've effectively cleared my fractions, but I have to make sure I check them at the end. Now I'm just going to solve my numerator, which is going to be 2 times x minus 4, distributing up here, plus 3 times 1, which is 3. And then I'm going to have 4 times 3 times x, which is going to be 12x. And I'm going to have 4 times 3 times 2, which is 24. Great. Now I'm just going to solve this linear equation. I'm going to subtract 12x from both sides. That's going to give me 10x over here. That is minus 1. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And that's going to give me 25 right here. Divide both sides by 10, and x is equal to 2.5. What I want to do now is I want to check, and I want to make sure that 2.5 is a viable solution. So what I'm looking for here is that, is it going to violate anything in my denominator? And here, if x was minus 2, then I would get 0. If it was minus 2 or plus 2 here, I would get 0. If it was plus 2 here, I would get 0. So that's fine. So 2.5 is not 2. So we are good to go. And that is a solution for this rational equation.